amazing to like wake up in the morning, and now I get so much time to, spend that quality time itself.
संस्कार क्या बोली?
हाँ, so it's 8:30 and I've left for school now. It's really very cold here in Delhi. 5 degrees, I don't know what the temperature is, but it's freezing cold. So I'm wearing clothes adequately, and I'm going to go to Sanskriti school. I feel really excited whenever I have to go back to my. So every time I have to go to school, I have this nostalgic feeling because school is a place where so many memories of life are attached. So many people. Those are really like some special time, and nothing in this world can ever replace that time of school. It becomes who you are. So every time I go to school, it just feels really special in some way. So I'm going to Sanskriti, and that's where my brother also studies. So right now he's going to go to 9th grade, and for that he's in Assam, and he's in Haila Gandhi actually, and he's doing all the classes from online basis right now. So it's unbelievable. Like, he's become so big. I remember the day when we had gone and taken him to school for the first time, and now he's going to go in the 10th grade. Like, time flies so fast. It's quite freaky when you see. So yeah, I mean, to sign some papers and all, that's where I'm going. My mom is also in Assam, so I told them that don't worry, I'll just go and do that. So this is like my most important priority part of the day today, because it's something related to my brother's education and yeah, it's school stuff. So that's how I like divide my days. There are like some days, I mean, I focus my priorities according to what is on the to-do list, and it kind of like serves well also, because you don't really have to make it very stressful also all the time. Like, I mean, I always wanted to have a lifestyle where I get to choose how the day will be unfolding. So there are times when I wake up at 4 o'clock and start working. There are times when I wake up a little later, by like 6 o'clock. Sometimes I wake up around 7 o'clock. Sometimes 9 o'clock, 9:30. So depends. Sometimes even 11 o'clock. 10:30 or something. So yeah, the time when I wake up also fluctuates according to the need of the body, what the body needs, how I'm feeling. So I always try to listen to my body, and I think it's really important to listen to the body, because your body always communicates with you what it needs, what it wants. But the body will always have a way to communicate what the body needs. Totally depends on you if you wish to listen to it or not. A lot of times what happens is we don't pay attention to it, and we try to push ourselves, but then that is something that we should avoid, because if you meditate, if you look inwards, then you will always feel, you'll know what your body needs. Maybe you need a lot of rest, maybe you don't need. So today, even after like a 4-hour sleep, 5-hour sleep, my body feels very fresh and ready to go and work. Sometimes even 8 hours sleep is not enough. You need like 9 hour, 10 hour sleep. Sometimes 6 hours is enough. It depends from time to time. A lot of mixed feelings, because going back to school, and there's a lot of traffic right now. I'll just show. This is the situation here. So much traffic. I don't lose my calm when I'm in traffic, because I know sometimes some things which is not there in your hand, so there's no point like getting all frustrated over something which is not in your hand. So I joined Art of Living when I was like in 12th grade or like first year in college or something. I really at that point of time used to have a lot of anxiety issues, and so cold. So cold. Man. Delhi, it's got like really chilly and very cold now. Not like normal times. It was not winters and then suddenly it became like, whoa, too much winter. So I have to wear my mask now. That's how my school looks when you enter. I love the flowers on the side. That's what made me, like, when I came here for the first time, I was like, whoa, this is such a pretty place. I have to come and study here. So I'm very sure now I'm going to be different. That's how this is our principal office. There we have our clothing and stuff. This is our ramp. This is our auditorium. There's a swimming pool. This is children's playground here. I'm absolutely in love with this. I've got my school. That's our amphitheater. This is the stairs to my class. When I was in 10th grade, my class used to be there. Hello ma'am.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you ma'am?
Good.
I have come inside the school. Actually, I have to go on a different place. This is yard. I took my glasses off because I have a feeling like I'm in school. So whenever I come to school, I feel like a student only. So I have to go to gate number 4. This was like inside my school. Let me take you from here. That's our sports ground. So view of our field, and then we have a swimming pool on that side. This is our gymnasium, a basketball court. We used to play so many memories at each and every place I'm going. It's like so big. I don't feel like I've come to take my brother's thing. I feel like I've come to school myself only. This was a washroom. It's like this was like our favorite washroom next to the gym. Oh my god, look at my hat. So I finished my work. Meeting teachers after long is always so good. So yeah, it's amazing to be in school. My brother's work's done, so now I have to go for a meeting. Whew, so much work. So I believe in the butterfly effect. So it has got a very deep meaning to it. Butterflies flapping, say, in a forest can be causing a thunderstorm or like a big storm somewhere. You know what it means is that chaos also leads up to an order. Draw 3 points, point number 1, point number 2 and point number 3. Draw another point between point 1 and 3 somewhere here, and a point between 1 and 2 over there, and point number 2 and 3 over here. Keep making points like that, and then you will see out of that chaotic points that you're putting amongst those points, a figure tends to come out, which is again in an order of a triangle. Every tiny little act of yours, or every small little thing, can have a very huge compounded effect. Maybe one day you were getting late to go somewhere, and instead of when you were leaving, you got late, and that's why you could not, reach there. And you left after say 10 minutes because you got an important call. If you would have gone 10 minutes before, you would have been hit by some car and you might have died. Something as drastic as that can happen. Always having trust in the process is very important, and also knowing that you are capable of creating whatever you want to create. Tiny beings in nature, you see, but we do have the power to be creating our realities, and we have a free will, and every single action of ours has a deeper effect. So, two things. Number one, always accept the timing. Some things can be understood only once the time has been passed. Like after a lot of, after the painting has been created, you know how it turned out. But while making it, you don't exactly understand it, like how it's going to turn out. So similarly, life is like a canvas, and everything is being created here in an order. And even if it feels like chaotic at some point of time, and you don't know exactly what's happening, how it's happening, but essentially it turns out to become something which is not chaotic, which is predefined. It's really important that you trust your timing. And secondly, I believe in this. Secondly, always knowing that you have the power to be creating your reality. So however you want it to be, it can easily turn out to be that. You have to believe in what you want to create, that can be true, and believing in yourself, that you have the power to be creating yourself. I have personally been working on, and I've always been doing it like that, and I have been like pretty much creating my reality myself. And since a very childhood time, whatever I wanted, I have always said that I always get it, everything I want. And it's something not just with me, anybody can do that. Everybody can be getting whatever they want. It totally depends on how much you believe in yourself, and believing in the process, and believing in the universe, and believing in God. Now, God is a superpower. It's a power that controls and creates everything. It'll be very stupid of us to be getting divided and feeling divided with each other, and like thinking that your God's different, my God's different, and all of that things. I feel it's end of the day, it's the karmic balance also has a huge role to play. So in our lifetime, if our karma is not good, it will get tough to get, in the long run, get good benefits out of it. So as human beings, focusing on the karma part also becomes really crucial. Like how you treat others, how you behave, how you're treating other beings, like plants, like animals, like other fellow human beings, and having faith in the universe too. That's why, like, never really push yourself, and don't exert yourself by saying that this was supposed to be like this and it did not happen, and why it's not going through, why it's not happening, things are not working for me. Those kind of energy just brings your energy level down. Feeling if you say want a particular car, and you don't have it right now, that basically means that wherever you are in the process to get the car, and if you're sitting in a different car, which is not exactly the car that you want, feel good. I said, feel good about it. In every single moment, be in that particular moment. Know what you want to create is in the process. It's going to be created. And feel calm. Now, the human brain thinks somewhere around 70,000 to 80,000 thoughts every single day. So it's very tough to have a control over everything you think, but consciously at least trying to figure out what you're thinking can be really beneficial, can be really helpful, because whatever you're thinking, if it is creating joy, if it's creating happiness in your mind, if you're feeling good, that means you're having the right thought. But if you're feeling not so good, and if you're feeling stressed, and you're feeling anxious, and you're feeling like tired and stressed out and sad, that essentially means that the thinking that is going on in your brain is not the right thought, and you should be replacing that thought.